And hello from Lights and Gear. I have a flashlight to tell you about today, and it comes in this very large brown box because it's a very large flashlight. Doesn't come with much in the way of accessories, but I think the light makes up for that. This is the Convoy L6, and excuse me while I get a little bit of light here. Alright, this is the Convoy L6, and it uses an XHP-70 N4 LED. And as you can see here on the box, it says N41C. This is a 60 to 6500K version. This is cool white. It does also come in a neutral white tint. So a couple of different versions are available, but that's what this one is. And let's crack open the box. And the flashlight is rather large, just over 10 inches in fact, 10.4 inches. And this is the Convoy L6. It does not say Convoy anywhere on the light, which is maybe that's typical of Convoy. I mean, this is my first Convoy flashlight, so perhaps others may already be aware of this, but it does not say Convoy or L6 anywhere. But it does have the switching button here on the side, and the main on and off switch is right here on the back, and it will tail stand quite nicely. Everything seems to be rather black here in the lighting, but anyway, the back switch turns it on, and it also has strobe as well as 4 main settings: low, medium, high, and turbo. And if you see it online, it will give the outputs in MAs. And but basically in lumens, you're looking at around 50 to 60 lumens for low, and about 200 or thereabouts, 200 to 300 for medium, and about 1500 for high, and then turbo is in the range of about 3500 lumens. This XHP LED will, I believe, go a little higher than that, 3800 to perhaps 4000 lumens, if I'm not mistaken. So here's the LED down in here. It has a very orange peel reflector, not a smooth reflector, so but it still has good range outside just on its sheer brightness alone. It has a good reach, good throw, even though it does not have a smooth reflector. Now if you take the whole head off, take the reflector out and put it back, you will get just the naked beam from the LED, which some people may appreciate because that'll give you just a very wide swath of light without a hot spot. Won't go as far, but some people like those wide swaths of light that are visible, or that are the characteristics of flashlights that have zooming heads on them. So I'm just saying, not that everybody will want to do that. Sorry for the camera fall. Not that everybody will want to do that, but I'm just saying that's an option for people who do like those types of beams without hot spots in them. That is an option you can do. Is just to remove the head and the bezel and so forth, and the reflector namely. So anyway, as we get back to normal business here. Anyway, batteries, yes indeed. Let me take the back off. And here's the spring inside and the tail cap. And the batteries are two 26650s. And that's what it takes. Both rechargeable, of course, 3.7 volts. I'm getting a couple of other better batteries of these. These are all right, but these are unprotected. The manufacturer recommends protected batteries, ICRs, instead of unprotected IMRs. I mean, these work fine, but the ones I'm going to get have a higher capacity, and they are protected. So that's what the manufacturer does recommend. Particularly in series, it's always a good idea to use protected batteries if you're using them in series such as this. So anyway, those are the batteries. And let's turn the light on. Now inside here you can't really get a full scope of the brightness of it. The brightness of it is amazing, is the brightest flashlight I've ever reviewed, but you can't get a real flavor of it inside the room here. So I'm going to suggest that you go to my website at lightsandgear.com, where I've done the written review, and I also have several outdoor beam shots on there, which I'm sure you'll appreciate, and you can get a better idea of the magnitude of the brightness. So if I turn it on, let's see, I think I'm in, has memory, There's your strobe. If you double click the button, you get strobe at any time, so that's very good for defense purposes, and it's also big enough that if you have to use it for defense, or to, you know, has the crenellations on the top, so you can break something, smash something, hit somebody over the head with it, and you'll do some serious damage in any of those situations with just the sheer largeness of the light and so forth. But anyway, this is medium right now, and here is high, and here's turbo. And now we're back down to low. So there's your low mode, which is pretty nice for a flashlight of this size. So again, here's medium, high, turbo, and this will be on the range between about 35 to 3800 lumens. As I say, in this room you really can't get a scope of how bright it is, because shining it against this wall, the camera will dim it, I guess, you know, even though, wait a minute, let me do this. I'd forgotten the setting I was on. I didn't mean to be on manual setting on the camera, just to see if that helps a bit. But anyway, the sheer brightness of this, looking at it, it's almost too bright to look at with the naked eye. Pointing obviously at a short space like this, it's really too bright to see. But outside, it has enormous breadth of light. So that's where I'm urging you to go to my website and take a look at the outdoor beam shots I have, and you can get a better idea, obviously, of its incredible brightness. But in this room, it's somewhat limited. And as I have it on this brightness setting at the moment, it's starting to get warm, not hot, but warm. So that would be natural. And it does not have any automatic you know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't bump down to anything. It doesn't bump down from turbo to high if you leave it on too long. It has it's a constant current circuit, but so it will stay as bright as this. If you keep it on this setting, it'll stay bright. It will not ramp down to high or anything like that. So it will start to get hot, which obviously the manufacturer recommends you don't leave it on there too long. But in any event, that's the brightness you will get, and it will not diminish itself. It does not have a 3-minute or 5-minute timer or anything like that. So anyway, I think you can get the basic flavor of the flashlight, but to see it in its proper setting, you do need to go to lightsandgear.com and check out the written review. Now, this was provided by my friends at GearBest, and below is a link to their site, and where you can also pick it up at a fantastic price, and as long as the coupon code is good, that is there too, and that's also available in my written review at the website with a link to my friends at GearBest. So check out the Convoy L6 and give yourself one heck of a flashlight for somebody that you think will appreciate a real flashlight of amazing complexity. The Convoy L6. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, lightsandgear.com is the place to go for flashlights, batteries, chargers, and so forth, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.